Got to keep it short. He hasn't been in the best of health. Got to keep the voice because he's got a big spring carnival ahead. But I do want to ask you quickly. I saw a horse today at Canterbury, Chaotic. Nice horse.
Yeah, it goes good, Richard. I don't think we'll get too far ahead of ourselves this prep, but give him a bit of confidence. He'll go to Randwick on the 21st in a mile. Perfect race for him.
What about WINX? Down in Melbourne, 3 weeks between runs. They say she worked, knocked that out, beautiful the other morning.
Yeah, it worked really well. Huey was happy, I was happy, everyone's happy, horse is happy. She's going great. 3 wins have been good. She's had a fight, but she's risen to the occasion each time. I don't think she's going any better, any worse than she's ever gone. So pretty good way to be heading down to Melbourne and taking on 2 more big races. Turnbull won't be easy, Humidor.
Exactly.
Really good horse. He's probably the informed Melbourne horse at the moment, and never underestimate the Lloyd Williams team. They can always make racing interesting. So we're not going into the race overconfident, but we're looking forward to the race. That's what I'll say.
Kinema's down there. It needs 2 laps in the Bart Cummings.
Yeah, no excuses. Hopefully he's better on his left leg. It's worked a little bit better, but he needs to improve.
Well, French Emotion run it from a wide barrier. You also got Shillelagh. Will it run Sydney or Melbourne?
Shillelagh will run in Sydney.
We'll talk about French Emotion, bad barrier.
Won the race last year with this bad barrier, but she wasn't first up. So just being first up, I'd be a bit cautious, but she's come back well.
Good project in that down there. And, all our roads. I don't know much about it.
He's a nice New Zealand horse. He's a Group 2 winner over there, over a similar distance. I'd say 1400 a mile. He's a good miler. First up run for us. He's trialled well twice. He'll actually run in Sydney on Saturday at Randwick. He's drawn better there. He's a horse that gets a bit fierce, hence the reason why we're going for the better draw in Sydney.
What about in the Group 1 in Sydney? We'll go to the Group 1, the Spring Champion Stakes, Tangled. I thought it was a terrific run there last Saturday.
Yeah, it was. He got a checkered path with 60 kilos, and just with those two things, it made it hard to win, but at least he attacked the line, and 7-day backup won't be a problem. He looks terrific.
Dawn Walls in the angst, up to the mile.
Yeah, disappointing second up. Maybe that first up run was a bit tougher than we thought. She seems to be working well. It's a tough race there with those top 2. They're well weighted, so needs to improve obviously, but capable of doing so. You
spoke about in all our roads, but you got Invinzabeel, but also Shillelagh there. I thought it trialled. Was it Monday or Tuesday at Rosehill? Tuesday, tried outstanding.
Yeah, she did. And she's that type of horse. The good horses try well. She's drawn much better in Sydney, hence the reason for going there. Ty England knows it well. Nice starting point, and Invinzabeel down the weights, 53.5. Kieran McAvoy's got an awkward gait. Just needs a touch of luck, but he's going well.
We're working backwards just quickly. Hogmanay, he had that little break, but his run the other day was terrific over behind Sir Plush.
Really good run. It was a pressure race and he rose to it. Hasn't won at Randwick, but I'm not concerned about that. He's run some good races there. His mile will suit. He's drawn 2. Jamie has Ennis back aboard with 2 kilos off, so there's a lot to like about him.
Who runs in the 2000 race? Elwood, Veladero and Up and Rolling?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah. Elwood was entered for the Port Macquarie Cup Friday.
You've won a Port Macquarie Cup?
Yeah, did. And we might win it this year with Loving Home, hopefully.
Oh, Loving Home's coming down from Brisbane?
Yeah, it's a big race for Loving Home. He's really going to struggle to win a $100,000 race. They're at 150. It's great prize money, so he'll run there. Elwood will stay in Sydney because he's drawn a little bit wide at Port Macquarie. He and Up and Rolling are obviously the main 2 chances. They should have finished the opposite way around last start, but it was no one's fault. Simply Kieran rode it too good. He got pocketed. There's a bit of a weight discrepancy. This will change this week with Elwood going up in the weights. Up and Rolling. Interestingly, he's drawn 1 again. But can reverse the roles. Veladero is touch disappointing in his 2 runs, needs to improve.
Sparky Lad, who you've always had a rap on, it was good to see it win the other day at Warwick Farm, and there's been 2 winners out of that race.
Yeah, good form race I think, and I thought he was a little bit soft going into that first up too, so obvious improvement to come there. His work's been good, and as you said, I do like the horse. Waller's
best on Saturday, but hang on, WINX out. It's a WINX out race.
I'd go Sparky Lad then, start the day off pretty good.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Christopher John Waller from a dairy farm in New Zealand.